Denver Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson has an unquestionable public persona consisting of positivity, generosity, and compassion.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
Broncos.
Let's ride.
Perfect.
He has become viral and memeable when his green screen video was posted on the Broncos' Twitter account.
Very impressive, but you're just feeding the fodder.
He has maintained an image of gratitude, a likable goofball, approachable, friendly, a man who comes off as not taking himself too seriously. Now, the walls may be caving in. A recent report from USA Today alleges Wilson's charity, the Why Not You Foundation, which was founded in 2014 with a dedication to fighting poverty through education, empowering youth to lead with a why not you attitude, is under serious scrutiny. A 6-month investigation by the outlet found it raised millions of dollars, with a bulk of those funds going to employee salaries per federal tax records. Per the report, the foundation also reportedly exaggerated how much money it was responsible for bringing in. The investigation by USA Today found that Wilson's organization reported it spent just 24.3 cents of every dollar on charitable activities in 2020 and 2021 combined. That included more than $200,000 a year for an executive who also worked for Ciara and Russell Wilson's family office, USA Today would report, noting that raises questions about excess benefit transactions, private inurement, and the organization's free-for-all governance structure. Per USA Today's investigation, Form 990, federal tax returns from the nonprofit's inception through 2021 show it reported $7.5 million in revenue and $7 million in expenses during its first 8 years of existence. Less than half of the money, $2.8 million, or 39.6 cents of every dollar spent, has gone to charitable activities, all as grants to other nonprofits. The remaining $4.2 million is paid for fundraising, administrative, and management expenses, including the salaries of 3 employees who received $1.9 million combined. One might be asking, how did this all start? It is because USA Today's Jason Wolf investigated the past winners of the NFL's Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, honing in on the winners as nonprofits. USA Today further reported that in 2020, 3 of its employees were paid $441,000 combined, and quoted Andrew Morton, a nonprofit oversight attorney, as saying that if the foundation is challenged, there is high probability the IRS could conclude the salaries constitute excess benefit transactions and levy substantial penalties. The CFO of Why Not You, Scott Pickett, replied to USA Today's story with the following statement: "Millions of dollars in funds raised by the Why Not You Foundation go through our partners who can deliver that money where it is needed more directly. Those funds were raised in large part through the work of the foundation, but you would not see all of those dollars in the foundation's tax documents." King 5 would report between 2014 and 2021, less than half of the foundation's revenue has gone towards services in 5 of 8 of those years, according to the Washington Secretary of State. In 2021, for example, the foundation's revenue was $1.7 million, while $365,147 was spent on services. Another $1.4 million was used for expenses. That means just 25% went to program services. Why Not You statement would continue. Since founding the Why Not You Foundation in 2014, we've been blessed and fortunate to partner with incredible organizations to maximize our impact, the statement says. We've successfully partnered to deliver over $13 million benefiting education, pediatric cancer research, and hunger prevention. One of the most rewarding parts over the years is seeing the smiling faces of the children and families we meet as they overcome life's obstacles. While the foundation raises funds and provides grants and gifts, our partnerships have allowed for more direct delivery and impact. Our dynamic partnerships allow for Russell and Ciara to give their time, passion, and ideas and raise awareness for causes in intimate and hands-on settings and events. Charity Watch, the only independent charity watchdog group in the United States, said top executives' salaries do not align with how much Why Not You generates. An important part of how a nonprofit justifies its existence is by quantifying what it is accomplishing relative to the resources it receives. Lori Styron, the executive director, would state. Ryan Tarpley, seen here on your screen, has also come under scrutiny. Tarpley was reported to have been hired as the foundation's chief strategy officer in 2020, working 40 hours a week at a salary of $209,000, while also holding the same title for the Wilson family office, in which his stated goal was to establish a growth strategy and objectives for Ciara and Russell Wilson in private ventures. If he's not spending 40 hours a week for the foundation and he's doing work for the family office, then the foundation is paying for him to work for the family office, Andrew Morton, the nonprofit oversight attorney, would say. On top of this, the USA Today story also reported that Wilson's foundation was touted in 2019 to have raised $2.6 million to benefit Seattle Children's Hospital, but tax records showed the foundation had actually donated just $78,000 and noted that a golf tournament had never generated positive income, with direct expenses soaring past $860,000 in 2019.